Now, your health may not be the first thing you think about after being retrenched. However, looking after yourself will give you a better chance of coping. That's according to Shelley van der Westhuizen, Head of Finance, Wellbeing Strategy and Applied Research at Alexander Forbes. Now, her statement comes at a time when the country is still battling the COVID-19 pandemic, which has killed thousands and further resulted in many job losses. Van der Westhuizen joins us now for this conversation. Shelley, thank you so much for your time this morning. And continuing off where we left off just yesterday, I mean, you were still telling me about, the checklist that one needs to make, rather, should a retrenchment be imminent, or rather, if they just want to prepare for that day, should it come, what do you think one needs to check for?
Oh, thanks so much for the opportunity to continue, Jamela. So I think what's really important is that just to position the reasoning behind the checklist is it's really about being more prepared, because that will lead to being more confident. So yes, there's financial considerations, but we need to actually have something that guides us to think through in a structured way the things that will actually affect our ability to cope in and meet the challenge of being retrenched, which many people experience as a crisis.
And you say it's important to make sure that you are healthy, you check on your health, Shelley. And I'm assuming here it's not just physical health, it's also mental health and well-being, right?
Yeah, that's right. So it's about addressing all the areas. So how do you feel has a big impact on how you cope, how your skills, how you feel about your skills. Do you feel that they're still relevant? Do you think that they are still in demand? How do you feel about your support system? Do you have people that are there for you? Because that's really, or are you worried about what people think? Because it's really important to have people around that are going to encourage you, because as you try to get back to a point where you can earn a living, there are going to be ups and downs. So, for example, you might apply for a role and not get that. That's a setback. And it's something that you need to take time to recover from. And if there are people to support you in that, then you've got so much better chance of being able to move forward.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. And it leads me to my next question about coping mechanisms, because, I'm on LinkedIn. I see the devastation of unemployment and job losses during this time, where so many professionals are desperately seeking for employment. You could almost see and feel the frustration in their posts, saying, please give me an opportunity. I need a job. Share my post. What are some of the coping mechanisms one needs to factor in and consider, especially around times of retrenchment?
So for me, the most important thing is around a belief that although the current circumstances are dire and you really feel uncomfortable, that you will prevail, because that sense of self is what is going to move you forward. In my own experience, having many years ago, it's quite a difficult time in my life, and a recruiter said to me, your sort of dented self-worth is actually going to be apparent in the interviews and will actually hurt your chances of getting the job that you want. And so take time to work on that. And, she was right about that. So to me, that's the most important thing, is take the time to reflect on where your weak points are. Do what you can to build up those weak points, whether they be skills, whether they be how you feel, and seek the help that you need, whether that's professional help or whether it's the support of others that are in the same circumstances as you, facing the same challenges, because that can also be a way of coping.
Yeah, Shelley, I can't emphasize how this conversation could help so many people in this situation right now, or those who have the potential of being in this situation. So I appreciate you joining me this morning, Shelley van der Westhuizen from Alexander Forbes.